Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Dopeaxxpana, and today I'm going to share with you guys how I made my first ever braided wig. And this wig unit was sent to me by Luvme Hair. They sent me this wig, and they also sent me some braiding hair. And I did use the black braiding hair that they sent me, but I didn't use this 27 just because, I don't know, I just wanted it to be all black. So yeah, I know this video is kind of long, but I tried to show you guys everything that I did step by step, so just, you know, bear with me. So first I started out by bleaching the knots on the unit, and I use this lift up powder. Usually I use BW and 30 volume, but I wanted to try something different, so I used this lift up powder, and I actually really liked it. So yeah, I'm just mixing the bleach, and you just want to make sure you get like a cake batter consistency so that when you are applying the bleach to the wig unit, it's not seeping through the lace and getting onto the actual strands of hair. So yeah, you want to make sure that it's kind of thick. As I'm applying it, I'm really applying it to the top area, and I'm kind of just like patting it on there. I'm not really pushing down super hard because, like I said, you don't want it to like slip through. And this wig unit, I don't know if you guys can kind of see that area where the clips are, was really thick. Like you can't even basically see, like I don't know how to explain it. Like there was no point in bleaching that part because it was so thick that you wouldn't have even been able to tell that it was bleached. So I kind of only bleached the top half of this, and I also used like whatever leftover bleach I had, and I put it on the back section of the unit. And so yeah, that little area where the clips are, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, just imagine if there were like layers of lace where you can't like see through. So there was really no point in me bleaching that. But if it weren't like that, I would definitely try to bleach the whole unit. But I really mainly just focused on the top half where I knew that the wig would be parted. This unit actually took me a minute to make just because like my schedule has been just so crazy and I have a lot going on. So I'm filming in like different areas, so just bear with me. Like here I'm at school and I'm just trying to get it done. So here you guys can see that the lace is kind of tinted brown, and this is after I let it air dry. And so I'm going to go ahead and place the unit on my canvas head, and to pin it down I'm using salon care T-pins, and this is just going to help to keep the unit in place. You want to make sure that when you pin it down tight, and you make sure that obviously like the wig is lined up with the canvas head, because you want to make sure that when you're braiding, you're placing the braids in the correct spot. So I'm just going to go ahead and secure the pins all around the front and around the back of the canvas head. So next I'm going to go ahead and find the middle of this unit, and I'm going to go ahead and pluck the middle, and that's just because I want the braids to fall with the middle part. And so I didn't have any tweezers, so I decided to just pluck it with my hand. And I do like to do this first because it makes it easier for me to part the rest of the unit. So I'm basically just taking my fingers and I'm pulling out strands of hair in the part, and you guys will see when I'm done, it opens up the part a little bit, and it will help it to look more natural when you're wearing it later. So once my part is nice and plucked, I'm going to go ahead and start parting for my box braids. Obviously starting in the back just like you would do on a regular head. And guys, this part literally drove me insane. You guys know as braiders, we are super particular about our parts. And it was just very hard to get a straight part on this wig head. And so I ended up having to take more T-pins and kind of pin them in areas to prevent the wig from moving, and just making it like a little more snug so I can get a better part. I'm still going to be using Shine and Jam to kind of like help define my sectioning and everything. But guys, it literally drove me insane. It was so hard. This was definitely the hardest part. So yeah, you just want to make sure you kind of like take your time with this. I did decide to do the rubber band method, and that's just because number one, this is like really sleek human hair on this wig, and I just thought it would give me a better hold. And then also as far as sectioning, I knew that it would just be a lot easier to make it look nice and clean if I did use the rubber bands. And I was applying the rubber bands, I definitely put them on tighter than I would on a normal client's head, but not too tight because I didn't want the lace to buckle up. So you want to just make sure you put them on there, kind of pull it a little bit tighter. And yeah, as far as sectioning, like everything was just hard because it's, like I said, it's not a natural head, and so it was really hard to just like part this. This was definitely like Guys, like I was literally going insane. So you just want to make sure that you're taking the T-pins and like moving them where you need to move them so that you guys can get the best sectioning that you can possibly get. So when I do my next row above it, just like I would do on a natural hair, I try to lay those in between the row below, and I know that's called like the brick method or whatever. And typically going through, I would definitely like rubber band the entire head, but since I was recording, I kind of just did a couple rows, and then I would do some box braids, and yeah, do a couple more rows of parting and box braids. So for these box braids, I am using the 2-strand method, and this is pretty much the method I always use whenever I'm using rubber bands, just because I feel like the braids move more freely and it just looks a lot better and it's easier, quicker, all that good stuff. So yeah, to complete this, I use 4 packs of braiding hair. So I used 2 of the packs that they sent to me, and then I also used 2 more packs of expressions. The actual box braiding portion of this was not super hard. You just have to make sure you're not pulling really hard, obviously, because it's lace and it's not super secure, so you just have to kind of watch your tension. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty much similar to braiding on a natural head of hair. So once I got to the top section, I went ahead and make sure that my part was still there, and I'm going to be sectioning off baby hair. And I guess this is like definitely optional, but I think it does make it look more natural when you kind of pull out the baby hairs. And so I'm actually not going to be wearing these, myself. I'm giving it to someone that I went to school with. So I didn't like cut them or anything, but I am going to section out some baby hairs on each side just in case she wants them. If not, they can definitely be plucked off or whatever. It's not like you're taking a bunch. So yeah. Completely done with the unit, I went ahead and dipped the ends in hot water just like I would do on any natural hair. Only thing that I didn't do is I didn't put the mousse on it just because like I didn't really see the point of that. So I didn't mousse it, but I am gonna dip the ends just like I normally would. And so yeah guys, this is the finished look of the wig. Sorry that this portion of the clip was so dark. My lighting is was acting up. But this is the finished look of the wig, and I'm not gonna put it on just because, like I said, I'm giving it to someone, but hopefully I can get a picture and share it on my community tab when she tries it on. And yeah, this was like my first time, so I was actually really proud of myself. It was definitely like harder than it looks, just because, like I said, it moves around a lot, but I'm happy with the way that it turned out. And so yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something. Make sure you guys leave a comment down below, share this video, and I will catch you guys next time.